G'day, g'day, g'day. This is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Come on over and join me at askcharlyleetham.locals.com. You can join the community for free. You can become a supporter for $2 US per month. That allows you to interact with the content, create your own conversations, access supporter-only content, and of course, it helps me to keep creating content like this, like my podcast, like my tutorials. Today, topic number 144. I cannot believe we're 144 topics in. Harnessing the power of social media for business growth. These headlines are great. I'm enjoying them immensely. They just feel a little bit overblown sometimes. So I'd love some feedback. What do you think about the headlines? Are they useful to you? Are they beneficial? Do you think I just need to tone them down a little? What do you think? So social media, it is absolutely the key word at the moment. I'm actually working on a proposal for a client who wants some search engine optimization, and I've been out looking at how to package something up for them, and I'm coming to the conclusion that they're actually going to be better off using a social media campaign to do what they want, as opposed to a traditional old school search engine optimization campaign. And there's some good reasons for why, which I'm going to go through today actually. So social media, what are we talking about? We're talking about Facebook, we're talking about Twitter, we're talking about TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Oh, I'm sure there's a few more out there that we've forgotten. I mean, even if you wanted to go to the video marketing platforms, we've got YouTube, we've got Odyssey, we've got Rumble. I'm live on Rumble, like that. Rumble's my platform. See, we've got so many ways, and all the podcast platforms, I forgot about those. We've got so many ways of getting out and touching our clients, interacting with our clients, not directly, like on a one-to-one basis, but we can get our content out there and get it seen. Now, a couple of years ago, saying we want to do a social media campaign was like, yeah, it'll have some benefit. Now, I think it's going to have more benefit. So let's talk about why, though. The first thing is enhanced brand visibility and recognition. Well, that's always been the case with social media, and that's one of the reasons you've wanted to be on social media. It allows you to get your brand in front of a number of eyes relatively quickly. I'm not going to say it's easy because of the way the algorithms work, and you've got to have you've got to keep posting content for it to start coming up in feeds and for people to see it. But those multiple touches, there's multiple views of your brand on social media, starts to develop that recognition. Now, that's why it's really, really important that you have good branding, that your branding is consistent, that you have good messaging, that your messaging is consistent, and you've got really good visual content. Look, I know some people say just put up words, and sometimes just words work, but I'm a really visual person. If I see a really cool image, I'm going to stop and look at what that image is telling me. I don't need an image that's got that. I'm too busy, or an image is not great. But if it's there and it's eye-catching, I'm going to stop and have a look. And that starts to then get into my head in terms of, that's that brand and it does this thing. And when I start thinking, it's, I saw something, who was it? And I think of an image, that's who it was, got it. So enhancing brand visibility and recognition, that's the first reason you want to be on social media and harness the power of it to get your business growing. That was always the case with social media, by the way. That was one of the main reasons we wanted to be on social media. The second one is direct engagement with customers. I am going to say be a little careful with this. And the reason I'm going to say be a little careful, and I'm going to say across the board with social media, yeah, they're free. Absolutely, they're free. You can do things. You can absolutely engage directly with them, which I will come back to in just a second. But they can change their policies in a heartbeat. And they can stop your business interacting or using their platform in a meaningful way, and you lose access to your clients. So whatever I am telling you here has to be tied in with a strategy to meet them out on social media, but invite them for a coffee back to your place. Okay, You've got to have somewhere that they can come and find you if something happens on social media. All right, so direct engagement with customers. Social media actually allows you real-time interaction with your clients and your customers or your patients or your mentees, whatever it is. You can, with platforms, particularly like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, have instant messaging. I know companies actually set up their customer support through these platforms. Personally, I hate it. I just really dislike it because there's too many messages and I just get really overwhelmed myself. I get overwhelmed, and if I'm getting overwhelmed, even if they've got good processes, I know that the systems in the back end aren't all that great. I'll come back to that again in a minute. But you can also then engage them through comments, messages, live sessions. They all go to build loyalty and trust. Let's talk about the customer support really, really quickly. My support desk, I use Soho Desk, and I can actually bring in my messaging channels from Facebook and Instagram, not so much Twitter, into Desk. Not yet, I don't think. And they will actually create tickets for me within my help desk system. So that makes me feel a lot more confident that I'm going to be able to interact with my clients and give them the information that they need and help them resolve the situations they have. So social media gives you direct engagement with your customers. That's the other thing, and that's entirely right. So you also, not only does it build loyalty and trust, but it allows you to show the type of business you are. If you want to be fun-loving and happy, you can put that out there. The tone of your posts can be that. If you're professional and staid, your tone of your posts can be that. So you can actually set your own personality, your business personality as well. It's cost-effective marketing and advertising. Now, I'm going to say it's cost-effective marketing and advertising when it's done well and it's managed well. If you aren't sure of what you're doing, I would absolutely recommend that you get assistance in building this all up. I know too many businesses who said, I can do Facebook marketing, it's not a problem, and they've spent thousands of dollars on an advertising campaign and achieved nothing. Like nothing. There's been no income, no benefit to them. Now, that isn't a result of the fact that the advertising itself was expensive on its own. It's that they didn't have the right strategy in place. They didn't have the right lead captures in place. They didn't have the right interaction with the clients in place. So it ended up being a null thing for them. So get help if you're not sure what you're doing. Find a social media company and get some help. But social media advertising is generally more affordable compared to the more traditional marketing channels. Yes, it is. I mean, if you talk about more traditional marketing channels, you've got Google Ads. That's online. You can do banners and such on YouTube. Excuse me, frog in my throat. In terms of paid advertising with newspapers or radio campaigns and all of those things, absolutely, it's far more cost effective than those, although I think they're starting to die out a bit, so there you have it. The other thing about using them for marketing and advertising is make sure you've got the analytics and the insights in place, measurements, the measuring capability in place, so that you can look at your ROI, your return on investment, and say, I spent this much money, I got this many leads turned into this many sales. So make sure that when you're doing it, you do have all of that in place. But it is definitely a cost-effective way of marketing and advertising to your clients. All right. So that's why you should be on social media. That's why you should have social media campaigns running. If you're a startup, you might want to do it yourself and just have a couple of little posts going out once or twice a week, telling people what you're doing or sharing some insights into what's going on. I can tell you that one of the little cafes up on the Atherton Tablelands, where I usually reside, I'm heading around Australia at the moment, has started putting out really cutesy, it's a little coffee shop, and they've started putting out really cutesy little coffee related memes. And they're really cute, they're really sweet, and it's like once a day they're like, hey, we're open and you need your coffee. There's a really funny meme that goes with it. It's just cute, and it works well. It's setting their brand really nicely. So what do you guys think? Are you on social media? Are you using it at all as an advertising and marketing campaign or medium? Are you just using it to be there and so people can find you? What are you finding? Let me know. Leave some comments below. Come across to Locals and join in the conversation there. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. Please leave reviews so people know that the content is good or not. I would prefer that you left reviews that said the content was good. And maybe share this episode with someone that you think needs it today. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.